So I want to share another story with you about how people are showing up from all over the country. This one's been about 3 weeks in the making. So I want you to listen to our new friend Kim and Amy talk about how a family that lost everything got a blessing today.
Okay, I'm standing here with Kim, and this is my new friend from all the way from Indiana. It is an absolute, when I say a God thing, this is 100% a God thing. Several weeks ago, I got a text message around 10 o'clock at night from a friend of mine named Ben, and he had a local mom who needed a camper, and he wanted her to have the camper indefinitely because, you know, he didn't want ramifications coming later on of a loaner or anything like that. And so I'm sitting here late at night reading that message, and I'm like, oh my Lord, how are we ever going to do that? So I tried to kind of start working on it that night, but you know, decided I'd devote my time to it the very next morning. So the very next morning, one of our employees at Trinity Farms sent me a little pink Post-it note. Said this lady called the store, and she has a camper that she is going to go get, and she wants to bring for someone who needs it. So that right there was just, I don't know, when I read that message, I just kind of sat there in disbelief. So I'm going to let her share from her side of everything that she has done to get this camper here. And when I say that, like, I'm looking at shelves that are stocked with drinks and chips, and all of these cabinets are full. There is a welcome mat. It is so incredibly cute. I'm going to say this part because I don't want her to forget to say it, but she wanted a fifth wheel because it is like 4 seasons, and we live in North Carolina. We get all 4 seasons, and it is such an incredibly nice camper, but it also is built to last. But I do say that as a fifth wheel, she didn't even have a way to haul it. She just bought the fifth wheel from another state, Ohio. Mm-hmm. From Ohio, didn't have a clue how she was even going to get it here. So just tell what was on your heart, and just, you know, kind of what you told me on the phone.
As soon as this was happening, my husband wanted to do something, and I'm sitting outside of my camper, and I told him when he came home from work that I just wanted to pack up my camper and bring it down to y'all. And then he was like, well, I kind of like ours. How about if I just find one to buy and we take it there? And so that's what we did. We found one in Ohio and didn't have a way to haul it. So really good friends, Daryl and Lori Neubauer, he took me to pick it up. He hauled it to my house. I overhauled the camper, and here we are.
We've got matching coffee cups, we've got a coffee pot, we've got a television, we've got all the things. She also had it looked at, and, you know, anything that needed to be mildly replaced, she has done that. And then she roped those same friends into hauling it all the way out here to North Carolina.
All the way.
From Indiana, which is so crazy to me. It's just mind-blowing. But you have such an amazing heart. Like,
huge.
Just thinking about that first text message and conversation from 4-ish weeks ago to her standing right here in our hometown with this camper is just, it's crazy.
The only thing I wanted to do that was in my heart was help somebody, and if I could just help one person, that's what I wanted to happen.
Well, you have 100% helped a mom and a kid that lost everything. And they are going to be able to come in here and call this home, and this
will go to a local mom who has a special needs child who lost everything, including a family member. And then also, not to mention, the property that this camper is sitting on is just also a local who has a play area out here in the woods, and he has now just given his property,
rewiring and everything, so they'll have complete hookup.
Yeah, for people to have a hookup and be able to, you know, live what kind of normal life that they can. So,
but you all are amazing.
No,
I
watched
you every day. Be out in this.
We're just messengers. People like you that show up and do this. No. It's mind blowing, and I know that's the word I use all the time, but that's the only word I can use to describe it. So. Truly. Thank you so much.
Sure. Everybody's so welcome. I'm glad to do it. I'm glad to be able to do it.
Amazing.